everyone. I'm actually on 1 minute early, so that's surprising. But I thought I would jump on as early as I could to give you guys all a chance to jump on so that I'm not getting started right at 8 o'clock. And those who are jumping on, you know, a little bit later are missing out on the beginning. So if you are joining in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me know where you're coming from, where you live, where you're at. And of course, I'll do random attendance prizes throughout the night for various fabulous goodies that I have in my goodie box. I realized that I hadn't assembled the stamp set. Hi, Casey. I have missed seeing you too on Daily Dose of Stamping Therapy. Boo for school back in. Actually, I can't say that. I take that whole line back because Claire's first day is tomorrow, and I like super can't wait for her and for me. But I'm also like, I do feel like, oh my gosh, my baby's growing up. It's crazy. And yes, she is only 2, and she's only going for a few hours twice a week. So it's really not much, but I'm excited for her to just have, ooh, I totally just dropped that stamp, so it's going where it's going. So yeah, it's just a chance for her to get out and be with other kids and not be at the same house with the same people with the same toys. So I'm super excited for her. So yeah, I miss you, Casey, but I am excited that school is back. And hi, Karen. Welcome. Of course, my comments aren't scrolling. Hi, Denise. I'm glad to see you on. I got your message. I'm just going to go ahead and plop that back in. Okay, so it is 8:02, and there are a few of you on. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. I do have a cozy little fleece on because, I don't know, I've just been getting cold in the evenings stamping down here in the basement. But I do have my most comfortable ever lemon PJ pants on. So those are my cozies. And yeah, I'm ready to stamp. I've taken a shower with Claire already, so my hair's still wet. Hi, Karen. And she is off to bed right now. So it's time for Mommy to stamp. Okay, so we are doing the Gorgeous Posies card kit. This is the Coordinating Gorgeous Posies stamp set, which I'm super excited about, the Wishing You Comfort and Peace at this time, because I feel like I need a lot of those right now to bulk up my stash again, because I've used a lot recently. But also Get Well Soon, which I don't typically like to make Get Well cards, because I would rather make like Thinking of You cards, because Thinking of You can go sympathy, get well, or all occasion kind of, you know. So I just find I get more use out of something like that. So we'll see how much I use that, but I might do a little bit of everything because it doesn't hurt. Celebrating your day and for a very kind and thoughtful friend. And then, of course, there's all those flowers. These are the 4 ink pads that the kit suggests. So Blackberry Bliss, Gorgeous Grape, Blushing Bride, and Highland Heather. And I have assembled all of the stamps. So they're actually not in the case. They're right here. We do have instructions, which I will mostly just look at the pictures, which a lot of the instruction is pictures, so I love that. And then yeah, let's just get started. This kit I think is like, it is 4 different cards, 5 each, because I think there's 20 total cards. 16, so 4 each of 4 designs. So it's got that fabulous like watercolor splash, if you will. I don't know how you would explain that. Kind of just looks like a watercolor splatter in the blush on the inside, and then also in the purple on the outside. And then it's got that front with that gold foil. Gorgeous. Oh, and the little tie. And then we have the purple envelopes, but that's not all of them. Here's the rest. All of the envelopes. They do have that splatter on the inside and going down in it, and then it's all of that dark and light purple. So super, super pretty. And here are all of our supplies. So we'll kind of try to do these in batches. It looks like we have 4 green, 4 purple, and then 8 of the Blushing Bride. So we're just going to set those up there, and we're going to do the green ones first. So how was everyone's day today? What did you guys all have for supper? We had pizza. It was kind of a last minute decision, and so it was just kind of like wing it, throw some pizza in the oven, and that is what we had for supper. So, but it was quick, so that was awesome. And minimal dishes. My husband even said, he was like, oh, I'll do the dishes tonight. I'm like, oh, okay, good, because the dishwasher needs emptied. And then he decided to go mow the lawn while I did the dishes. And then I had a stamp order arrive today. These, I thought I was just going to push them all through at once, but apparently not. Oh, each sheet is totally different. So there's no lining them all up and punching them all out as one, because they're all different. So I won't be doing that. But I'll probably actually stamp with them all together. For some reason, I find that is like easier than stamping on just a small little strip. It's easier to stamp on like a big piece like this. I don't know. I just find that it's like easier to line up and things. You had pizza too, Karen? That's awesome. Yeah, I guess it was just like, it was a pizza night. Okay. And this one gets, it looks like one of the purples, but I don't know which one. It looks like number 3. So Gorgeous Grape. So the instructions have numbers 5, 7, 3, and 6. So then you go over to the steps, and 5 is adhere with Stampin' Dimensionals. 7 is cut 10 inches of thread and tie a bow using a glue dot. Oh yeah, it's right there. And then 3 and 6, Stampin' Gorgeous Grape and cut ribbon and adhere using Stampin' Seal. So it kind of explains, I forgot what color already, 3, Gorgeous Grape. So it explains kind of how to do it in simple, like instead of like detailed instructions where they're writing the things over and over again, like use Gorgeous Grape and blah, blah, blah. Then they just kind of did it with the numbers and used very basic instructions. How many of you guys stand up to stamp? I have a lot of stampers who love to stand up and stamp, or just stand up and craft, period. I have never really been a stand-up person. I guess I just kind of like to plop my butt in the chair and just sit and relax and stamp. Now I do like to get like up on top of it, so I do understand that concept on being able to look straight down and see where you're stamping. But I'm not a stand-up stamper. You know, there's also the like where you can get counter height tables or a counter, and people stamp at that as well, or like at like a bar stool sort of thing. I think because I'm so short, I actually am not a fan of that, because like I'm so short, I have to like climb up into the chair and hope to not fall out. So yeah. So it actually says to adhere these with dimensionals as well as the greeting with dimensionals. So, I mean, I'm not going to tell them that I'm not using dimensionals when they suggest it, because you guys all know I love Stampin' Dimensionals. So yeah, after I get off of here, one of the prize options will be a random comment. So make sure to comment, even if you just say hello. So make sure to comment, and I will pick a number, or I'll have my husband pick a random number, and then I'll scroll down through the comments until I reach that number, and that will be the winner. And then, I don't know, we'll just have random questions or fun little games along the way that you guys can chime in on. But definitely, if you have any questions on anything, whether it's this kit or anything else stamping related or about me, feel free to ask, because that's what this is all about. We're just doing a little stamping therapy and a little chit chat, so that you know that there are other people out there. It's not just you. You're not alone. And we're just kind of coming together to stamp. Hi, Beth. I'm excited to see you. Did you have a cat nap on the couch, or are you on your way to bed now? I know you've been so exhausted lately. You do a combination of both? Well, when your husband does your new cabinets, then you'll have to do multiple levels so that you have that option to stamp and stand or to sit. These are so gorgeous. Like, they really don't need much else after you adhere that on. Like, that purple is just absolutely stunning. Trying to stay awake. Today was rough. My allergies hit something fierce this morning, and then it kind of got better, so I don't know what it was. But, yeah, I thought I was going to crash and burn at like 11 o'clock. Also, if any of you guys are, actually, I thought I had a Texas girl on. If you are in the southern states, I wish you all the best as I come barreling at you with the hurricane. I hope it's not too bad, and I hope you guys all stay safe. I actually haven't looked at any updates today to see how things are going, but everybody, I've had a couple people reach out to me and say, hey, how does it feel to have a hurricane named after you? And I'm like, it's 2020. I wish it didn't. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. So I actually think I'm going to do this ribbon at like 5 1/4. I wonder what it tells me to do it at. I think the one said 10. 10 inches of thread, and then the other one just says cut ribbon. So I think I'm going to do like 5 1/4. And I'm going to do some of them with like a tip and some of them just straight across, just to kind of have options. That was totally not a straight cut. This is why I probably should do a diagonal. Okay, so I'm just going to add this along the bottom. I really feel bad to be covering up that gorgeous flower down there. And press the ribbon into it. And then this actually goes on with Stampin' Dimensionals. And I've already buried those. It's been really hot at recess time. I can only imagine. So Claire has been wanting to play in the dirt lately. So we've been playing in like the front garden, if you will. I don't know that I would really call it a garden, but there is dirt there. And then we walked out to, and that was like in the shade, and I really didn't think it was horrible. But then we walked out to get the mail, and I was like, oh my gosh, it is really hot out here. So yeah, it's It's oddly hot out. It's so weird. So there's that greeting, and then there's a little bow using this and adhered with a mini glue dot. So I'm kind of doing like the bunny ears style. And like you can tell, it's totally a hot mess, but that's okay. You just kind of hold that knot in the middle and pull until you have the correct size that you want. And really like move that ribbon around and like tell it what to do. Don't let it rule you. You rule the ribbon. And then this just goes kind of up in the corner. Oh, it looks like there's also some flowers on here. It doesn't really show. Looks like 2 leaves, 2 individual leaves, and like that style, and then the round flowers. That's going to help give it some texture for sure. And so this I'm going to go ahead and adhere down and then cover like around it with some of those flowers. I think the hardest part of this kit is just going to be sticking dimensionals on everything and then peeling dimensionals back off again. So the leaves, I almost feel like, well, I totally sealed him down. Pop him back up again. I'm going to put these on flat, I think, because like everything doesn't necessarily need dimensionalized. You have to have that, you know, that up and down. Here I thought that was a pink and a purple, and it ended up being 2 purples. So there's the first one. I kind of want to put the greeting flat maybe, so that there's not that like up and down with that. Kind of tuck him up along the top. So there's the first one. And now we're going to do all of the rest in that style. And try to move a little faster, otherwise we might be here all night. And I didn't even measure that one. I'm just winging it. I can always trim it and hope I'm not using all of it on this card rather than the others. So I'm going to add, and I'm actually going to go a smidge higher so that you can see this big purple flower down here with that gold accent. And that ribbon is very crinkly, crunchy, but it's okay because once the greeting goes on and once this gets smashed into my card collection and everything, like in the box, then it'll simmer down, so that'll be okay. You love my comments while I create? You mean the fact that most of the words aren't even real words? I just make them up as I go. Dimensionalizing. I don't think that's a real word, but it works. Just know that all of these crazy thoughts are still going through my head even when I'm not talking to you guys. So I just like whenever I can talk to you guys so that I feel like someone's actually listening and talking back. So it makes it a little bit more fun to have that, that conversation and that giggle together. Ooh, I have a big question for you guys. So normally I'm not a big ice fan because I feel like as I was growing up, we always had like a half broken ice maker, so we never really had ice. And I always found ice to be fairly annoying whenever I would drink, because if I didn't drink, like if I just drank it in a cup and you pour the cup on you and the ice falls in your face, like that's not fun. And like it was very rare that I had like a straw or anything, especially at home. So I never really liked ice, but summertime really calls for like really cold water. And so I have been using ice more. And we're just making ice in like ice cube trays and stuff, and it's just normal ice. But I'm wondering, because I know that there's a lot of people out there who are very particular about their ice, and whether they like cubed or crushed or various different styles. So let me know, do you like ice? Do you not like ice? And do you have a preference of how the ice is? So in a way, I kind of feel like the greeting is kind of covered up by that bow, or that bow doesn't stand out enough. I maybe should put it like down on the bottom instead. That's how I shall do the next one. Did you hear that I'm doing another bingo night? How do I feel like that's creepy? Because I have thought about it and I have plans for it. I'm just trying to get it together to have it. So it will be a virtual one though. Yes, on the ice and the crushed. So Tammy, yes. I am hoping to do a virtual bingo in September. I do have a tentative date set for myself that I really am hoping to do on that date, but I really need to get it together and have my details and get it sent out to everyone so that you guys have the information in a timely manner, and I can get things to you, because I will be mailing packets and everything so that you have your make and takes, and you have your bingo cards and door prizes and things like that. So how funny, because tonight I was like deciding, did I want to put the official date on my calendar yet or not? And then you asked. So thank you for that push. I'm guessing that if you are asking and excited, then you're really wanting me to have one. So I really need to get on that. But I have it tentatively set for, it's like the 24th of September. It's the last Thursday of the month. So whatever date that is what I have it tentatively set for. So I'm really hoping to get it together. They don't use ice. Iced tea with ice, please. Oh, how cute. Claire has recently started loving ice. My husband is a huge ice fan. And so I'm guessing she kind of got that from him. But then, like I said, now I've started using it. So who knows? The awesome thing about putting a single dimensional on something circle is that you can easily like overlap them and not have it hit that adhesive underneath. So you can kind of get that like flower bouquet cluster look. So yeah, if you guys are all interested in a virtual bingo night, then let me know in the comments, and I'll make sure to reach out with you with the details as soon as it gets posted, because there will be limited space. So I said I was going to do the bow down low. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, so ice any way you can get it. So I do kind of think I like the bow down farther. And I definitely like the whole greeting up higher. This one was too low. And I'm going to set this ink pad to the side so I can spread out all of these. I think you guys can see all of them. And then this one just needs the final little purple bow. There's 4 sets of cards, and I was really hoping that I could keep this close to an hour. But that means that I would need to do each set of cards in 15 minutes, and I'm already over that for the first set. So oops, I kind of have some flowers in with my little trash pile right here. So we shall see how this goes. Chit-chatting usually stalls me all the time. My husband is probably laughing in the next room and rolling his eyes like, yup, all the time. Okay, so there's the first set of cards. Let me show it up close. I lifted up my camera a little bit more so that it's not in my face on the one where you can actually see my face. So there's that fabulousness. And that is the first set. Moving on to the next set, we are going to do the purple set. Actually, we're going to do the Blushing Bride, one of the Blushing Bride sets, just to kind of stagger the Blushing Bride ones. So it looks like we have these. It looks like we need the circles. I guess I'm going to pull all of these out, even though I said I usually like to stamp with them contained, but that's okay. And it looks like we need these flowers. There are 3 there, so I just need 1 more. And it looks like a double and a single leaf. So here's my double leaf, and we'll use this little dude as the single leaf. And I still need all of the pink pieces. So again, it says to go ahead and add all of these with Stampin' Dimensionals, so that we shall do. Did you guys know that you can use the edging of your Stampin' Dimensionals the same way you would use your regular Stampin' Dimensionals? Which I sometimes like to save the edging for certain projects, like a long skinny greeting or something like that, but then I also sometimes use them for bigger projects like this to cover up a large area. So this card actually goes up and down. So like for example, I could put this one right down the center and then just do the 4 corners. But yeah, let me tell you a little bit more about virtual bingo. We would use Zoom to be able to do the bingo because I need to be able to see you guys as much as you guys can see me so that you can call out bingo. So I would hate to go really slow here on Facebook and have you guys just comment bingo. Rather, I would like to see the excitement and the fun of your beautiful smiling face whenever you get a bingo. So we would do it on Zoom, and again, that's why there would be limited seating. But you will get a packet in the mail with all of your supplies. So it would have your 1 bingo card, which you can always purchase additional bingo cards, as well as your door prize and your make and take projects. So we would play the bingo in the beginning, and then we would do the projects at the end, which you could stay on and create the projects together, or you could always do the projects on your own at any time if you needed to run or you needed to get to bed or something like that. I totally understand. Or you can always stay on and chit chat and hang out and then still do your projects later. So I still have all of the details that I'm trying to figure out and the projects that I need to create and stuff like that. But otherwise, that's kind of the gist of it. All the prizes for winning bingo, before I did like stamp bundles. So instead, this would be gift certificates. So then you could shop anything that you wanted. And it would be sent directly to you. So you would have that day as well as a few additional days to get your order placed for that stamp bingo. Okay, so there's those 4 cards. And then it looks like we're stamping the insides of these with that greeting, get well soon, which that's really the only greeting that is like up and down and chunky, if you will, like square, even though this is a circle, so that kind of doesn't make sense, to be able to do that. Oh, you have discipleship on Thursdays? Well, we'll just have to see what we can do then. Oh, let's see what color I'm doing. This time it looks like Highland Heather is the ink pad. Hi, Liz. Welcome. Yeah, I mean, I would love to do bingo in person again, but to have that many people in a small area is kind of a no-no right now. And I thought I would try this out just to reach all my customers who don't live local, who might still want to participate. So I kind of figured it was kind of an opportunity to let them participate and still have it since we're in these crazy times right now. So I'm going to also assemble all my little flowers as one. So I'm actually going to place the greenery there behind it and add a Stampin' Dimensional securing both of them together. So you can see that the dimensional goes over both the leaf and the flower and holds that on. Now I'm going to add a second dimensional because you know I'm crazy like that. Oh, wait, I forgot. We also have another little leaf that we needed to add in. And I'm just going to grab a mini dimensional for that. Did you guys all know Stampin' Up! Has mini dimensionals? So now your little dimensionals are having babies, and not only do you have those little things stuck to you and all over your entire house, now you get to have one of these little thingies stuck to you and all over the place. See? Big and small. And I pulled all the backs off of that one, but I'm not ready to stick it down yet. So he's going to have to sit right there for a little bit. I don't know where all my leaves went. I did have 4, right? Maybe not. I don't know why I'm peeling off the backs of this one too, because again, I'm still not ready for that. So maybe we should go ahead and get started with this. So it looks like my ribbon is actually going to go across, fold, across, fold, and straight. So it's kind of going to go swoopy like that. And then I'm just going to cut each of them like that length. I think these will make awesome gifts for the holidays. I have another kit that I actually think I'm going to, like this one I actually really want the cards and I'm really excited about. And then maybe I'll just fill the box with some of my own cards and gift it. Or maybe I'll just keep the box because it's really pretty. But I think I'm going to make the other kit and have it on hand for Christmas time. Because, you know, you always have that moment where you're like, oh my gosh, so-and-so is coming over in 5 minutes. And if they bring a Christmas gift, what am I going to do? So, or, you know, like we're going to XYZ event and it would be great to have a hostess gift or something like that. So I'm going over, looping, looping, and back again. And for some reason, I feel like I don't need that much ribbon. So I'm going to cut it again. Or there's that gift that you're like, I don't know what she needs, what she wants. I feel like she has everything. But yet I still feel like I need to get her a gift. Or him or her. It really doesn't matter. Then I think something like this would be perfect. Everybody loves handmade cards. And we know how expensive cards are nowadays. So to get some already made and fabulous to send out is super awesome. So yeah, anyone would love to have a nice little gathering of cards like this. So there's the first one. All of a sudden I had a panic attack that it opened up the other way and I was going to be stuck. But that's okay. We're all good. So those loops are like super cute. Of course, that'll have to kind of lay down, but we'll get there after it smashes with all the rest and everything. So I'm not that concerned about that. So how I did those loops is I just kind of added like 3 close together rows and then pressed the ribbon into it. So I have the ribbon going close to the edge of the card and sticking to the ribbon or sticking to the adhesive, go over and angle up so that it also sticks to more of that ribbon, and then angle back again so that it's sticking to that adhesive on the ribbon to secure that down. And yeah, I don't know what I measured that first time, but these are all too long. I feel like I need an assistant to put on all my dimensionals and peel off the backs. There's a lot of dimensionals on this kit for sure, but that makes me so happy. This would make a gorgeous wedding card. And then just stick that on the top. So fabulous. That time I like tried to use all the ribbon, so I really like swooped out and around, and it worked. I didn't have to trim off any ribbon on that one. So how many of you guys have seen the mini catalog, and what are you loving the most from it? My favorite is the Snowflake Splendor. I am loving that suite since the first moment I saw it. I'm not 100% sure that I'll do all of my Christmas cards in it. I probably won't do all my Christmas cards in any one design though. So that's okay. I usually do 1,000,001 different Christmas cards because it's like all my samples and ideas and just everything that I've played with throughout the entire season. So I usually send out a whole bunch of different ones. So when someone says, Oh my gosh, I loved your card. It was so gorgeous. I'm like, I don't know which one it was. So I kind of feel bad because I don't know which one that they got specifically, but that's okay. I'm just glad that they enjoyed it. After all, that's all that matters. The Nativity Set, I'm super excited about that set. I don't know how many I'll make because I feel like there's a lot of coloring. Although my mom doesn't really typically do a lot of coloring. She's retired this year, so who knows. If she comes at me and says she wants to color and make 60 of those, I think I might drop dead. But yeah, I super love that one. I just think it'll be a few special people that will get that card. So I am loving that one, as well as the greeting stamp set that has all the religious greetings for unto us or something like that is the name of it. So that one I'm excited about too. So this is the second one. So you can see that this one, the ribbon loops are a little like closer together. And these I kind of spread out and made sure to actually use that full piece that I cut. But this is the second set. 2 sets down, 2 more to go. Okay, so now we have the purple set. I want to add one of these with snail and just see if it looks the same or if it looks super flat because it doesn't pop off the card. It looks super flat. So look at the difference that makes. How this one really is like set aside, like set off from that card base just because it's popped up on dimensionals, and how this one just kind of blends into it. Do you see that? Isn't that crazy how much dimensionals can really add to a project? Crazy. You love that one too? Yeah, that one has been super popular. Tammy, you are so fabulous. That would be a great idea to do. But maybe I could do that this year. But normally, like the only multiples that I have is like maybe 3 or 4. Otherwise, like almost everyone is getting a completely different card. And while that sounds absolutely crazy, I just do so many samples and so many swaps and different things like that that I have so many different cards. Well, I have to take that back though, because I know I do not have 180 to 200 individual cards. So there's got to be multiples in there somewhere. But yeah, it would be really hard to do that and number each one. I do have pictures of all of them. So if they at least gave me a small little hint as to what it was, then I would be like, oh yes, I remember that one. But that is a fabulous thing to do. And this year, since I won't be having as many different samples and ideas, I'm actually nervous that I'm going to have to make a whole bunch, and I really need to get on it early because I don't really want to be making 180 cards at the last minute. You like that idea too, Liz? Isn't that fabulous? But when I have Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Laura's Dose of Stamping Therapy on here with you guys, I figure if I did 5 to 10 cards 2-3 times a week with you guys from now until Christmas, then surely I should have 180 cards, right? There might be some repeats in there because I don't know that I'll come up with that many different designs. But you just never know. I might get on a roll. And with Claire going to school and me having dedicated work time to actually like focus and think and play rather than like you have 20 minutes, so figure it out and move on, then I might actually get there. Okay, so this one, it says, for a very kind and thoughtful friend. And this one is stamped in, looks like Blackberry Bliss. Yes, it is Blackberry Bliss. Ooh, which way does it go? Okay, it actually goes this way with the little decoration piece going to the left. Okay, sorry if my head was totally in the way on that, but, it's a very delicate stamp, so I had to be very careful and make sure it was nice and lined up and fabulous. So, you mass produce. I'm sure you do. That is awesome. $600 cards? Tammy, that is amazing. Wow. Yeah, I usually don't send the same cards the next year. I usually donate all my additional cards if I have any left over. So if I have any left over, I try to hurry up and donate them to the local nursing homes or something like that before Christmas actually happens. My goal each year is to kind of have them done by the end of November and ready to send out by the 1st of December. So then if I do, like I usually save back a few because you just never know whenever someone random is going to send you a card that you didn't think that they would, or that you didn't have their address and you were waiting for theirs first. Come on, we all have those people, right? So so I always save a few, but otherwise I go ahead and get rid of all my additionals so that someone else can enjoy them. Okay. This one has a purple flower and a double leaf and a single leaf. And it kind of looks like it's done very similar to the last one, where it's like a double and a single on either side. So Tammy, I have to ask, have you started already? Because 600 cards is no small feat. That is, wow, I am blown away. I thought I did a lot. And now I feel like I need to up my game. One of the other crazy things is, though, I do my cards, and then my sister, last year she came at Thanksgiving, and her 2 daughters and I made her Christmas cards. We colored. She's crazy. But we colored them. Her daughters helped, and they did an amazing job. They are fabulous stampers. Don't worry. They will be joining Stampin' Up! When they turn 18. I'll make sure. But we stamped all of hers. I think we made like 60 or 80 or something like that. And then my mom came and we made hers, and we usually make about 60 for her too. So, I mean, technically I'm making 1,000,001 cards throughout the holiday season. I just don't send out that many. You start in February? Oh my gosh. So, funny story, one year it was absolutely crazy, and me and my mom didn't get a chance to make her cards. We usually make them in November, like, you know, we either set a weekend or we do it sometimes at Thanksgiving, depending on how everything goes with Thanksgiving Day and if we do a lunch or a supper or whatever. And we never got around to doing it, and it just, like, time got away from us, and she really needed to get her cards sent out, and we didn't get them done, so we made them in January on her birthday, which is the 15th of January, and you know, so she always had that day off from work because it's Martin Luther King's birthday. So we made them then, and we were all set to go for that year before the holidays even came. Okay, so I don't really like how that turned out. It's really close to the edge, so I kind of need to scoot some things over and do it a little differently. That's why I always kind of like to do one full assembly and then like do the rest after that. Now I will say in like March or April, I did do a set of Christmas cards on Daily Dose of Stamping Therapy, and it felt super weird. So I guess I technically have those already ready. I don't remember what those were. Oh, that's perfect. It like rounds underneath there oh so perfectly. I love it. That one turned out awesome. Now to remember exactly how I did that to do the rest of these. Perfect. Although I'm not going to lie, some of these I feel like need like a little gold jewel. Like, you know, just a few little random jewels just to kind of fancy it up even more so. But you know I like bling. Ooh, that one's ribbon is really short, but it's okay. You can't see the end of the ribbon anyway. Technically, I could use an itty bitty piece. One of the crazy things about being home all the time is that I'm not driving around in my car. And because I'm not driving around in my car, I'm not listening to the radio. And because I'm not listening to the radio, I have no clue what the most recent songs are that are out and about. And I'm not getting songs stuck in my head. Good songs stuck in my head, or maybe good. I don't know. That can be a personal preference. Instead, I'm getting all of Claire's little nursery rhymes and jingles stuck in my head, and I can't get them out because that's all I listen to all the time, and I have nothing else to like drown it out. Every once in a while, if she like goes outside to play with her daddy or something, then I will play some music just to have something different, so it's not the same old nursery rhymes and things like that. Okay, so here is the third set. We gained a little bit of ground on that one. That one seemed to go very fast. Wait, I did that last one as a pink flower. Oops, I didn't even notice, rather than a purple. I don't know that it really matters. It could be pink or purple, right? How weird is that? Which one do you guys like? Do you like the pink one or the purple one? That gold foil is just gorgeous. I love, love, love it. Last set of cards. And this one uses that Celebrate Your Day, and it's sideways. And as always, we're starting with adding dimensionals to that base. Whoa. One of the other things that I wanted to remind you guys of, I finished the August paper pumpkin yesterday on Laura's Dose of Stamping Therapy. So if you want to check that out, you can always go back and watch both Fridays, last Friday, and Monday, yesterday's Laura's Dose of Stamping Therapy here on Facebook. So you can just click on the videos section and see all of those. There's 1,000,001. And you still have time to sign up for the September kit. So the September kit is actually going to be cracker style boxes. I think those are those ones where they're like kind of twisted on the end and you kind of pop them open. I'm pretty sure that's what a cracker style box is. But they're going to be cracker style treat boxes with a fall Halloween theme. So if you love Halloween, this kit is definitely for you. If you don't love Halloween, but still want to send a few treats to your nieces and nephews so that you can be Auntie of the Year, hands up for those that feel that way. My hand is high. I always am shooting for Auntie of the Year. Then this is the perfect kit for you because you don't have to purchase a whole bunch of supplies just to create that cute little treat box for your nieces and nephews. And instead, Paper Pumpkin has you covered. And if there's extras that you don't need because you only have so many nieces and nephews, then you can use the fall theme and do it totally different. So yeah, I'm not really a Halloween person. I feel like you either like love Halloween or you're kind of meh on it. And I'm kind of meh on it. Pink, purple, oh. Well, it looks like we're 50-50 on whether you guys like purple or pink. So I guess that just means that both of them are fabulous, right? So I have another crazy question for you guys. Who likes pumpkin spice lattes? Or who has had a pumpkin spice latte? I guess technically I can't say that I don't like it because I've never had one, but I'm not really a coffee drinker. I do love pumpkin, but I'm not a coffee drinker. So I'm just kind of, like when people say that they go to Starbucks, I'm like, oh, what do you get? I usually get the passion fruit tea, which is absolutely fabulous. And I usually inhale it in like 30 seconds. But yeah, I only go when someone asks to meet me there. I'm not really, like I said, I'm not a coffee drinker. So, but yeah, let me know if you like pumpkin spice lattes. I know people are going crazy because that's coming soon or already out or whatever. And I am not one of those. Oh no, Karen, can you not see what I'm doing? Did it freeze up or something? You don't drink coffee either, Beth? What is your source of caffeine to get through all those kindergartners? Can you see me, Karen? I hope it's okay. I'm going to keep going. I hope everyone can still see me. Okay, so we're doing Celebrate Your Day. This one would also make a beautiful wedding card. That's better? Okay. Maybe it just glitched out for a second. So this one is actually in the Blushing Bride. It's actually Celebrating Your Day, not Celebrate Your Day. Not really? You're not a fan of the pumpkin spice latte? That one's a little crooked. I think I'm going to try again. Nailed it. Because they definitely gave us a ton of extras. Because this is our last set, and we still have all of those left over. So I don't feel bad about using that. Coffee is not for you. Give me the pumpkin pie. Yes. Give me the pumpkin pie. So here's the crazy thing. We'll see if any of you guys can relate. My husband does not like pumpkin pie. He thinks it's absolutely gross. But he loves when I make pumpkin roll or pumpkin muffins or pumpkin whoopie pies. Now, I get it. Pumpkin pie does kind of have like a weird texture, but it's still pumpkin. How is that any different? Oh my, am I forgetting to put ribbon on all, or the thread on all of these? Ooh, I was supposed to put thread on this one. Oops. And then this one also has the thread. And now that I have a ton of leftover thread, then I will add a whole bunch, because why not? I might as well use it up. So yeah, let me know whether you like pumpkin pie, or whether you like pumpkin flavor, or if you think my husband's crazy or not. I love everything pumpkin. Okay, so I'm actually gonna do one of those loopy loop things on the backs of this. So I just wrapped it around my fingers, and then I'm gonna do a figure 8, and then I'm just gonna set this on the back of the greeting and secure it with a dimensional. Dr. Pepper, my husband is a big Dr. Pepper fan. I'm typically a water person. I do like Coke Zero usually, and he likes Dr. Pepper. I also do like a good sweet tea. You like pumpkin bread? Yeah, I'll pretty much like any of those like sweet breads. Also, I watched a video on YouTube, or no, on Facebook, of someone making cinnamon rolls the other morning, and oh my gosh, I am dying for a cinnamon roll. And I would make them. I love making them, but boy, they're time consuming. And I usually have to make them like the night before, and then let them rise, and then get them out of the oven, and or get them out to rise in the morning, and all of that chaos. And I just don't know that, especially since Brad's not a huge fan of cinnamon rolls, so that's a lot of effort. And I'm just like, maybe I can find a place that has a really good cinnamon roll, because I don't know that I want to put in that much effort. So we have 1,000,001 leaves left, so I can really create any sort of flower creation here. Move my work up higher. Sorry, I'm sort of like filling in and moving down. Oh, well, we'll see you later, Liz. You can always watch the replay later after John goes to bed. Okay, I'm getting another set of dimensionals out. So I'm actually just going to put that one on there, and one on the back of the pink flower with a little greenery piece, and then I'll kind of match the two together. There we go. So those extra little floofies really help grab the attention of that greeting so much more. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of just adding a strip of this. I almost feel like my favorite was the loop-de-loops rather than all of these like little straight angled strips. That hasn't really been my favorite, I don't think. Now I am super wanting cinnamon rolls in the morning. It is Claire's first day of school. Should I make it super special, stay up all night and make cinnamon rolls? The only thing is I don't even know how much she would like them. She would probably be like, I'll take a granola bar. And then I would be like, really? I just did all of that for nothing? For myself to eat an entire pan? I treasure sleep a little too much for that. I'm definitely a big sleeper. As a kid, we always, like, the whole house was like lights out at 9 o'clock. And even through like a lot of my college days, I think like my freshman year in college, I was pretty much in bed by like 9, 10 o'clock every night, except for nights that like we had an activity. And I'm fine doing an activity like late in the evening, but I cannot like just chill in the evening and stay awake. Like if we watch a movie, I'm probably going to fall asleep. And if I can go out or like, you know, do an activity and be just fine. But the second I like slow down or stop or get in a dark car to drive home, it's over. I am zonking out. But I'm also more of an early riser too. Oh, I forgot the purple ribbons with that one. Okay, so which one do you guys like? Do you like the purple ribbon or like the extra purple twine, or do you like it without? You'll eat cinnamon rolls with me? Well, Beth, we need to find a place and go have cinnamon rolls together this weekend. We can do that to celebrate my birthday. We're on a cinnamon roll scavenger hunt. I keep thinking surely there's like a bakery or like a little mom and pop place that probably has awesome cinnamon rolls. I would try to convince my mom to make me cinnamon rolls for my birthday, but she's living in a camper right now while they build their house, so that's not going to happen. She already hates the little bitty oven that's in the camper because she says it doesn't cook evenly and it's a hot mess. She's still trying to figure it out. Oh, I'm almost forgetting. Without. You like it better without? Okay, well, then I'm going to do this one without too. So yeah, asking her to make the cinnamon rolls isn't an option this year. Oh, and you like it with. Okay, well, I'm going to do this one without, and I will do the last one with. And so it'll be a 50-50, 2 cards with, 2 cards without. So there's the other one without. And then this one we're going to do with. So I have a ton of this Highland Heather ribbon or twine left over because I didn't use it all with the projects. So again, I just did loops around my fingers with that twine, slid the loops off, and then you're just going to do a figure 8. So you're just going to kind of twist in the middle. Again, holding those loops. So see, there's my figure 8. And then I'm going to set that down on the back side of my greeting and secure the center with dimensionals. I'm actually going to use this piece. So now it's nice and secure with dimensionals. And then now I'm just going to like fan them out and add dimensionals to secure the fanned out look. So we'll add a dimensional over here and a dimensional up top here. And then we'll fan out this side. Or you don't have to fan them out. You can use dimensionals to secure them where you want them to be. And I think I'm going to get some of that trim because I need like a small skinny piece, not another circle. There. So there I've secured those loops in that fanned out look. And then I'm just going to peel off the backs and add it to the project. And this is the crooked one. How did that happen? Either that or maybe I'm crooked. I don't know. That's okay. I don't really think anyone's going to notice that it's crooked. And if I place it down slightly crooked, then it'll compensate. And I was afraid I was going to run out of ribbon. And look, I even have ribbon left over. You normally do, so I wasn't too worried. Stampin' Up! Usually puts so much product in their kits that, you know, you have so much left over. So I wasn't super concerned about it. So here is our last card. 2 with the ribbon loops and 2 without. This one the ribbon loops go, oh no, they do kind of go underneath. I almost should have done the ribbon loops going diagonal this way, but that's okay. So that is the last card in the set. So we have officially created 16 cards and I'm only over by 12 minutes. Not bad, considering I probably didn't start at exactly 8 o'clock anyway. So I'm super excited about that. Of course, there's all the leftover pieces here. Some of those you could always adhere to the fronts of the envelopes. You could also adhere them to the inside of the card as a decoration piece. Or you could always add like little confetti pieces. Or you can make a completely separate card using these same colors and using, you know, regular cardstock, maybe and use the stamp set. Let me show off the stamp set again. So you could always stamp this one and then add a flower on top to really add dimension to it, and use these images to create totally different cards. So there's all of these leaves and flowers left over, and then of course, like I said, there's a whole bunch of these greeting tags left over too. So those are great to have those extras in case you do make a mistake along the way. I love that Stampin' Up knows that we all make mistakes and it's okay because there's extras in there for you. I don't know if you can really see it on camera, but the laser to die cut these out almost like leaves a burnt mark on the cardstock. So like there's kind of like a brown edge on one side more than the other side. I don't know how well you guys can see that. But it's really weird. You're kind of like, whoa, what's that? But yeah, it's just that die cutting. The laser that they used. Yeah, this one's not crooked. I totally popped out the wrong one. But yeah, these are all of the leftover pieces from those 16 cards. And then of course I have 16 cards, 16 envelopes in this gorgeous gift box to be able to use myself or to gift to someone. So I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's pajama party. I had lots of fun chatting with you guys. I will say that Tammy, you totally won a door prize for your amazing 600 Christmas cards and having already gotten started. And then the other 2 door prizes, I'll have Brad pick a random number, and I'll go through the comments and let you guys know. So I'll reach out to you if you have won a door prize, and I'll get your contact information so that I can send that to you. So thank you so much for joining in on Laura's Dose of Stamping Therapy Pajama Party tonight. It was so fun to chat and stamp along with you guys, and I'm super excited. I have 16 cards now to send out, so that is super, super fun. I will be back tomorrow at 12:15 for the regular Monday, Wednesday, Friday Laura's Dose of Stamping Therapy. So I hope you guys will have a wonderful day. I did leave in the description box below the link for this kit. So if you wanted to purchase it and create it on your own, then you can use that link and get that. So I hope you guys will have a wonderful evening. Love, hugs, and prayers to all of you guys. Stay safe and stay healthy. And I'll see you tomorrow at 12:15 Central Time. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful day.